Hello everyone, welcome to Kotak Chatroom. This is Indu Chaudhary. Today we are going to discuss the upcoming IPO of DreamFolks. And to talk about this IPO, we have with us Miss Liberatha Peter Kallat, Chairperson and Managing Director of DreamFolks. Ma'am, welcome to Kotak Chatroom. Okay, so let's start with the IPO details. The company has cut down its offer for sale to 1.72 crore shares from 2.18 crore shares. What is the reason behind it?
So one of the reason was because looking at the market conditions and the way it was. So also we thought that it would be right to dilute around 33%. So that was one of the reason that why we actually chose to. And also it was also advised by, because when we started meeting up with the investors as well, so that was also one of the thing which was also told that it would be right that it would be dilute less. So that was, so we actually took it in a right stride, and we thought that yes, we should take the suggestions from what was told by the investors and the bankers.
Could you please provide us a quick overview of the company's operations and distinctive business model?
Sure. So I'm sure you must have been traveling and you would have used your credit or a debit card to access the lounge at the airport, right? So this program, which is
Yes.
on the credit or the debit card, is incubated by DreamFolks. So we are the one who actually started this business in India. So it was a differentiator what we created in the market, because there were players when we started this business. However, I think it was one of the biggest differentiator, which is to have the eligibility or have the benefits on the same credit and debit card. Started in 2013. We started with metro cities initially, but today we have coverage in almost all the lounges across Indian airports. Not only that, now we also have exclusivity with 22% of the lounges as well, which actually strengthens our business and the most strongest thing of our moat as well. In terms of the solution, as I told you, that we have actually created a differentiator to give the benefit on the credit and debit card. Today, we also have our own plastic, which is also issued by the non-banking and the banking clients as well. We also have a technology platform of ours wherein we have integrated our app with the bank app. So you don't have to, download a separate DreamFolks app. But today, if you see that everyone has a bank app, so we sit inside the bank app. So we have actually deeply integrated with the bank app, and we also have a one-time user voucher as well, which is issued by the low-cost airlines, which is also issued by the OTAs. So we started with the bank and the network provider. Today, we also have the other set of clients like the low cost airlines, the OTAs, and even Vodafone for that matter. So, Vodafone Red X customers also get a lounge benefit. Started with India, and today we are present in 120 plus countries with 1250 plus touch points. Started as a lounge aggregator platform. Today, we have end to end services in our portfolio, starting from baggage transfer, airport transfer, meet and assist. We have spas, F&B. We also have transit hotels. So everything what is required for a traveler, we have actually enabled all these services through our hybrid technology platform.
Because India intends to open airports in more recent cities and the market is anticipated to expand quickly, what are your thoughts and plans for it?
So you actually are right. Right now there is a good expansion plan, and the government is also, concentrating on these areas. So if you actually see, even Adani has got the airports which are for privatization are purely in tier two and tier three cities right now. So yes, the scope is humongous right now. But in terms of, right now the numbers what we talk about, maybe the metros are the one, but we have actually started seeing a very change in the complete business as well. In terms of the numbers, the tier 2 and tier 3 lounges have also started contributing a good chunk of volumes to our business. So I think there's huge potential in the growth factor, wherein these airports gets privatized, or there are differential services like what the private airports or the metro city airports have today. I think the growth factor is among us. I think this will actually create more value to our business and the value for every passenger who is going to travel.
Which of the two market segments, customer engagement or loyalty programs, performs better?
See, the one which we are doing right now comes under the customer acquisition program. Okay, so here basically these benefits are usually given to acquire a customer, to attract the customer, because the more and more such benefits are being provided on the card, that's where the customer would actually prefer having this card. So I think it's a customer acquisition which is actually growing right now, then the loyalty segment, I would say, because it's very important to acquire a customer, firstly, and then yes, the engagement programs are also very important, but I think right now it is very important with this competitive world. It is more important that what are the benefits you would actually give to the cardholder or to the customers.
The company has also bagged a contract from the Indian Railway. By when their services will be launched?
So we have already started. So there are 9 railway lounges in the country right now, and we have already tied up with all the lounges wherever they are present. And we have already started this program for a few of the issuer banks as well as the network provider. So it's been a couple of months where we have already started, and we expect to grow the number of clients in a couple of months.
Okay, so I wanted to understand the services will be the same.
The services will be the same. And just to clarify, you said railway contracts. It is in the same way the airport lounge operations work, wherein the lounges are been given to a third party operator who would
Yeah.
actually manage these lounges. So they are the one who would run and manage the lounges, and we are the one who actually drive volumes to these lounges. So it is the same thing the way we do it in the airport. It is going to be in the same fashion what is going to happen at the railways. So the business model is the same.
Could you please tell us about your global footprints?
So as I mentioned that we started with India, and today we are present in 120 plus countries with 1250 50 plus touch points. When I say touch points, it includes the lounges, it includes the other services like meet and assist, airport transfers, bars. So the way we have actually have a direct contracts with all the service providers like the lounges and all the other service providers. Similarly, we have actually have a direct contracts globally as well. So this is in terms of the inventory what we have created right now in terms of the client. So right now, as we told you that we are the market leader, right, and with a 95% market share what we hold. Similarly, we would want to grow globally as well. So the next vision or the plan is the strategy for the company is that we'll be focusing more in Middle East and in Southeast Asia market for the clients, because right now all these touch points what we have built in, which is 120 plus, these are used by our Indian card holders. However, the strategy now is that we would be also targeting the banks and the network providers from Middle East and Southeast Asia as well.
Okay, going forward, as you said that travel industry is directly connected to the business model of the company. So especially if we talk about India, the travel industry is booming. So what are your thoughts? How do you expect the travel sector in India will develop over the next 5 years?
Well, so the way we are the market leader in India with a 95% market share, and as we are planning to go to Middle East and Southeast Asia right now, because we want to go phase manners. The target is to go globally. However, we would go slowly and in a phase manner. So yes, we would want to. The vision is that we acquire a good and decent market share in these regions in coming 4 to 5 years.
We wish you all the best for the upcoming IPO. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks a lot.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.